Hello and welcome on day 12. And we are just left with 3 more days to finish this course curriculum. Hope you find this is helpful. Today we will go through being confident with writing, right order of writing, and how important it is to have SEO skills. But you must be wondering why I am taking so much of detour as our course topic is about lead generation. How is writing and email marketing related to lead generation? Then let me explain you a bit before we get into today's topic. So, look, when we engage or start any lead generation activity, it is basically involves 3 steps: awareness, consideration, and convergence. These are the 3 steps through which our prospective customer goes through. What does that mean? Let's say you run a campaign on Facebook. So the case will be maybe your target audience, the people who see your ad, may know you or may not know you. Mostly they will not know about you. So they will see your ad, and if your message relates with them, they will not just click and buy your product or service. They will also go through finding more about you. That's where your landing page or your website or your social media profiles can help you to educate them about yourself. And once they start building awareness about you and start feeling better or confident that your product or service can solve their immediate problem or burning issue, remember the trust building process that I explained using email marketing, right? So they start considering your product or service. And that is the state of mind once they get a push through the lead magnet or low ticket product or a trial pack method. They convert and perform the transaction with you. Now, at each and every stage of this process needs writing, the copywriting, a different form of writings, right? So that's we call it copywriting. So people carry a preconceived notion that only bloggers need skills of writing or only content writers need to be pro and confident at writing. But boss, I believe everyone needs to write. Just take the example of this course. This is a video course, but I have to write the script for each session, bundle it correctly, so it should be valuable for you at all levels. Just to share with you, I have written more than 30,000 words till now for this course. Can you believe it? So, whatever you do in the lead generation process, be it a blog writing, using website content, creating courses, writing social media posts, running ads, creating lead magnets, using email marketing, or anything else, you need to write some or other thing which should be valuable and touchy to your prospective audience, right? I'm sure you must have realized now and can't deny it anymore. But we generally have this notion that I'm not good at writing or I can't write or any such things. And in the last section, we have seen how you can write too. If you missed that session, please go back and finish it first before you go further here. Okay. Now the question is, how can I be confident about writing? It has 3 word answer. Yes, you guessed it rightly. Just start practicing. Now, from my own story, let me explain few apprehensions that I was carrying, and there is high possibility that you may also be having, if not the same, but similar hurdles. Number one is English is not my first language. From my childhood, I studied in my mother tongue language, that is Marathi, and English was never my first language. Many of us feel that our English isn't good enough to become writer, but it is not qualifying criteria to become a content writer. If it is, then everyone in Britain or the US or Australia and any other English speaking countries should be a great writers. And that is not the case. Having English as the first language is not prerequisite to becoming a writer. Anyone and everyone can master a language and become a writer. All you need is a strong desire to become one and willing to put efforts to become a good writer. Your English is good enough to start as you write. You can learn and improve. And on the other hand, who says it's must to write in English? You can start writing in your own language. or the language which you are comfortable with. And if you want that content of yours to go globally, you can later take help from translators, or even there are translation tools available which can be a great help in such case. So I hope this is no more a problem now. Number two, not good enough to write. We discussed this already in depth in the last session. No one is better equipped to write than you. Not many have heard or told more stories than you. Not many might have watched more movies or TV shows than you. Not many would have written more pages of answers in exams than you. You are a creative person and you have the gift of narration. You are not just good enough, you are way better than others. And the number three is don't know where to start. We did not know the alphabets when started schooling, and yet we are here. Did not know how to ride before putting foot on the pedal of the bicycle. And today, you might be riding a bike or a car to work. You did not know what a computer is, and today you are using it like someone born with it. See, you do not have to know where to start. All you need is to start. You already know how to write, so just start writing. Number four is, but I am still not confident. Let me tell you this, you and I are not different. We almost have the same backstories. If I can do it, you can. You probably can do it even better than me because you have more help than I had when I started. But you have to come out of trap and try it once. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not, it is going to take a while. You have to have practice it. You have to have patience with it. You have to keep trying. You will be more confident as you write more. Remember, you might be fearing water, but without jumping into water, you cannot learn to swim. It is the same with writing. You cannot gain confidence if you don't start writing. So set the worries aside and start writing. Start today. Next is what is the right order of writing? अच्छा, आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ है क्या कि आपको कोई आइडिया आया और आप उसको उसके बारे में लिखना सोचते हो और इतने सारे थॉट्स आते हैं जैसे कि बाढ़ आ गई हो, थॉट्स की बाढ़ आ गई हो। आप ये समझ नहीं पाते कि कहाँ से लिखने की शुरुआत करूँ और कैसे फ्लो तय करूँ, तो क्या पहले आना चाहिए, क्या बाद में आना चाहिए, कौन सा सेक्शन मिडल में रखूँ, और फिर ये फ्लो रुक जाता है। प्रॉपर लिखने के लिए शब्द भी समझ में नहीं आते, पूरा ब्लैंक हो जाता है और वो मोमेंट निकल जाता है, फिर लिखना रह जाता है ना? ऐसा हुआ है ना? मेरे साथ भी हुआ है और अब भी होता है। I get plenty of ideas and words, but wonder what is the right order to write, and that stops proceeding further. It's a common mistake many of us do. We tend to overthink when it comes to the simplest task, and we make them big enough to stop us from proceeding further. What should be the title of the post? What is the right word to use? What image should I use? How to open the post? How to conclude the post? We tend to think about all of them even before we put the first word on the document. And in search of answers to those questions, we miss our train of thoughts. We miss the opportunity to write a good post. The solution is simple. Don't worry about the order or anything else. When the words flow, just write them down. Whether it is the introduction or the middle or the conclusion, don't bother about it. Write it down because you are not writing in stone. Writing is not like constructing a building. It is not something you cannot fix once you have finished. The first draft is always rough. That is how it is supposed to be. And that is how it is even for the best writers. It is like the unearthed diamond. The magic happens in the polishing. That's where you edit what you have written. That's when you should wonder about the right order and rearrange your sentences or the information flow. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, you focus only on the creation. On the other hand, if the words aren't flowing and you want to write, then start with an outline. Create an outline of what you want to write. It is the raw representation of your thoughts. You can start with leanest outline and then add items to it. Then start writing about each of the item listed in the outline. You can rearrange the order anytime when it makes sense. You can edit them as many times you wish. Like I mentioned earlier, none of it matters in the beginning. All it matters is starting to write. Forget everything else. When you want to write, just start. Everything else will follow. Now it's about SEO skills. Do I really need that? Even if I write good quality, if it is not matching SEO requirements or if the keywords are not there, then who will read my content? That's the question come from many newbies. It is an important and valid question. It needs to be addressed. Before we go deep, here is the direct answer. Yes, you need SEO skills and keyword knowledge to get your best content found. Otherwise, no one will read your content. But wait, हड़बड़ाहट की कोई जरूरत नहीं. You don't need to become SEO expert. You just need to understand SEO basics. And it is not that hard as you think. Stay with me. अच्छा, for a moment, SEO के बारे में भूल जाते हैं. Assume you are planning to write something. You are writing it for an audience, right? How will they find the content? How will they research? How will they search for it in search engines? They will have to enter some keywords in Google to get the results. What would be those keywords? Can you list them? Then they are your keywords. If you are not sure about them, you can find them with little help of research. For example, imagine I am writing this as a blog post. My target audience is people who are wondering whether they need SEO skills to become a content writer or not. How will they search for the content? They will search like, do I need SEO skill to become a content writer? Is SEO skill required to become content writer? How to do keyword research for content writing? Now, I remove the common phrases. SEO skills for content writing, SEO skills to become content writer, keyword research for content writing. These will be the keywords I should focus. But I don't worry about putting keywords in the content because when I write the post focusing on answering the questions, SEO skills required for content writing, the post will automatically contain those words. So when people search for those keywords, my post will rank. And that's what I recommend you to do. Keyword research doesn't require any special skills. All it requires is a common sense. They are your keywords. If you are not sure about them, you can find them with little help of research. SEO. I haven't forgotten about it. Let's continue with my example post. So I want to write the SEO about SEO skills to become content writer. I will write the headline like, do you need SEO skill to become a content writer? And I will start post with the same question and it will and lead it with the answer yes. Then I will go on to explaining how to optimize your post to rank well on search engine, just like I'm doing right now. I will split the post into the sections of keyword research, on-page optimization, and link building. I will give them subheadings like SEO skills for content marketing, and I will explain each section. Then I will conclude it with how easy it is to optimize the content to rank well in the search engine without sweating about SEO skill. Now, let's look back on what I did. I wrote the headline, including relevant keywords, and made it interesting. Then I created subheadlines, including the keyword, and organized the content into logical blocks. The content automatically had the keywords included because I was focusing on writing the answer to the questions. And my friend, now the post is optimized. It has everything to rank well on search engine. Your SEO is taken care of without needing to become SEO expert. You can polish it as you write more, and you will become a lot better than other SEO experts. And again, it is not too difficult to do. All you need is common sense. Remember, every content writer can become SEO expert, but the other way around is challenging. So that is all for today. And tomorrow we will go through what choices you have, the importance of clarity, and getting real leads. Okay. Thank you and bye for now.